The new Valley Farm exhibit is now open in Fresno's Chaffee Zoo. While zoos normally have exotic animals, this exhibit features goats and sheep, even a dairy cow. And it's not just animals. Included in the exhibit, row crops, things like corn and alfalfa and sunflowers.
Well, I think, typically if you were to ask a child today where their food comes, they'd say it's the grocery store. We've gotten away from growing our own food to having it grown for us.
It was all the idea of Karen Musson, partner at Gar Tertullian, who wanted to find a way to make the public more familiar with where their food comes from.
Well, of course, anything that has to do with agriculture is very near and dear to my heart. And so to have it in a place that's friendly, where people can actually get up close and personal and interact with the methods of agriculture and the crops that we grow here in the valley was really important.
And after 2 years of planning and planting, the exhibit is now a reality at the Chaffee Zoo. And while a zoo may seem like an odd place for such an exhibit, Fresno County Farm Bureau Executive Director Ryan Jacobson says it's actually the perfect spot.
For me, the zoo's so important is just because they have a built-in audience. Having that built-in audience, having the grounds in which we're able to do this, having already something similar to what we wanted to do, and just being able to make it better, all those factors really made it the perfect area to have it. I mean, our two areas majorly here in the Fresno area are the Fresno County Fairgrounds, obviously are huge for us because we have the opportunity, but that's 2 weeks out of the year. This is an opportunity 364 days a year to have that opportunity to put ag in front of folks.
Fresno Chaffee Zoo Director Scott Barton agrees.
Well, so many children, and probably even adults, don't really know where their food comes from. And so this gives us a chance to tell that story, to have people come in and see crops growing and see what some of these crops look like, see what cotton looks like, see what corn looks like, and tell that story. But also to come in and make that connection with some of the animals like goats and sheep, chickens, and you may have met Buttercup, our dairy cow. So all these things, very fun for kids, but also telling that story and making that connection between what's on their table and where it comes from.
And he says it's more than educational. It's useful.
They're managed by the Fresno State students, which is a great partnership. And then as it grows, we actually use them here at the zoo. Even the eggs that the chickens lay go to the Komodo dragon. And then things like corn, we not only use the corn itself, but the stalks can be fed to elephants or other browsers, other animals that eat browse. And then things like alfalfa we use, the sunflowers can go to some of our parrots. So everything that's grown here we can use.
The Valley Farm was funded by the Gar and Esther Tertullian Charitable Foundation. The Chaffee Zoo is open every day but Christmas. The Valley Farm is included with the admission fee of $7 for adults and $3.50 for children and seniors. For AgNet Video, I'm Sabrina Hill.